What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I've got a bunch of items to show you that I've sold on eBay. These are all items I found at thrift stores, garage sales, and places like that. The video's been edited to get through them quickly. There's a bunch to show today. In my videos where I find stuff, I'm always estimating the price. These are the actual sales, so you get an idea of exactly what the stuff sold for. So if you do enjoy these types of videos, hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's jump into it. I absolutely love this flip. This is a V-Stax portable record player turntable. Got this at Goodwill for only $5. Sold it for $175 plus shipping. Took about 4 months to sell. It's always great when you can find high-end stuff at Goodwill and it's only $5. Here is a crazy flip. These Danner boots. Somebody had donated a bunch of nice Danner boots and Hoka boots, some other stuff at a Goodwill. And for whatever reason, this Goodwill didn't mark any of it up, even though they always mark up, good brand shoes at this one. So when I first saw these, I thought, well, I'm not that excited because they're going to be like 40 bucks, which honestly, 40 bucks would have been a fair price to pay for them because I sold these for $190 plus shipping. It took about 4 days to sell and I only paid $5 for them. So just an actual phenomenal flip. Here's this vintage Storm Becker slot car set. Got this at an estate sale. Paid $20 for it. I was able to sell it for $100 plus shipping. I did not test it. I don't know if it's complete or anything. I just disclosed that in the description. But it only took about 2 weeks and I sold it for $100 plus shipping. Here is a nice sale. I got this Switch and Go tank set at an estate sale. I paid $25 for it. It's from the 60s. It's in amazing condition. The tanks were actually working. So I was able to sell it for $120 plus shipping. It took about 3 weeks to sell. Here's a pair of San Antonio Shoe Company shoes. Got these at a Rummage sale for only $1. They are new. Ended up selling them for $50 plus shipping. Took about 1 week for them to sell. I've sold new Sash shoes like this for over $100. This model just wasn't as desirable as some of the other pairs I found new and sold. But still, for $50 and only paying $1, I'll take it. Got a few of these semi-auto BB guns on clearance at Walmart. $15 is what I paid for it. Selling BB guns on eBay, there's a lot of rules. So before you ever try to sell one, just Google what the rules are. Some states you can't sell them in. Some states you can't sell them to. Too much to get into right now, but just remember there's rules. I paid $5 for 20 of these Mysteries of the Unknown vintage books from the 90s. Got them at an estate sale. Ended up listing them for $70 plus shipping. And they only took 3 days to sell. I honestly thought they were going to sit longer because there was a lot of them listed and not as many sales comps. It's $30 to ship these books, even media mail, because they're so heavy. If you're going to ship heavy books like this in a box like this, make sure you wrap the box in tape to help secure it. I've had book lots show up before in an empty box because the box fell apart. All the books fell out, and of course, the Postal Service, being the Postal Service, just delivered an empty box to the person. Anyway, great profit, $70 plus shipping, paid $5. Here's a good flip. I sold these Adidas weightlifting shoes. Got these locally for $25. Was able to sell them for $90 plus shipping. They took about 3 months to sell. Here are 3 sales I'm shipping out. Got this Skip Bo dice. Actually had this sent in to Amazon. They sent it back for who knows what reason, whatever reason they decided for the day to send something back or tell me I couldn't sell it. I picked this up for $2 at a thrift store. Was able to sell it for $15 plus shipping on eBay. So we made some profit. I got this iPhone 4 at a garage sale. Not sure how much I paid. I know it wasn't much because I didn't know what it was going to be worth just buying it blind. I believe $2 or $3. Ends up not being great. I sold it for $15. It doesn't charge, unfortunately, so selling it as parts. Then I got this weird door camera. Home Tech, just some off-brand. Something I grabbed at a Rummage sale for like $1. And I did see a couple comps that sold, so I ended up putting mine on eBay. Sold it for $18 shipped. So for what I paid for it, I made some decent money. This took about a year to sell. This only took a couple weeks, and this couple months. Here's this vintage slot car set. Got this at an estate sale. Paid $20 for it. Sold it for $60 plus shipping for a total of $83.67. Took about a month to sell. Could have got more, but the cars were in bad shape. Here's a bounce around Tigger. I got this at Goodwill for $6.99. Was able to sell it for $45 plus shipping. It is new in package. The trial batteries are dead. I'm hoping they just didn't explode in it. I mentioned that's a possibility in the eBay description. Sold these pair of Nike volleyball shoes. Got these at a rummage sale I just picked up for $1. They took about 8 months to sell. Sold for $15 plus shipping. It's one of those items that if they were at a thrift store and I looked them up, I probably would have passed on just because they're not that great a profit. But you just throw them in your bag at a rummage sale because they're Nike and they look okay. That's pretty good profit. Sold this Jeep. I got 9 or 10 of these actually at a Goodwill, brand new. They were $5 a piece. Not sure where they got them, but I was able to sell this one for $25 plus shipping down to my last 2. It's taken this one about a year and a half to sell. They've been selling all throughout the past year and a half, so a little long tail, but I'll take it. Here's a pair of Coach shoes. Got these at a rummage sale for only $1. Sold them for $20 plus shipping, and they took about 3 weeks to sell. Here are a couple sales. Got this Cowboys inflatable pool lounge at a garage sale for $5. Ended up getting $30.45 shipped for that. Then I got these duck salt and pepper shakers. Got these at Goodwill for $2.99. Was able to sell them for $24.18 shipped. These took about 3 months to sell, and this took about a month to sell. Here's a pair of Mizuno volleyball shoes. These are new. Got them at a rummage sale for $1. Sold them for $25 plus shipping. Took about a month and a half to sell. There's a vintage John Deere hat. Paid $1.50 for this at Goodwill. It's vintage. It's not a good tagged one or anything, but still able to sell it for $20. Took about 2 months to sell. Got these with a bunch of other fantasy books for $20. Ended up selling these 4 for $20 plus shipping. Already well into the profit on these books, and this is just adding to those profits. I paid $3.99 for this pig cookie jar at a Goodwill. Was able to sell it for $20 plus shipping, and it only took about 2 weeks to sell. Here's a pair of Omega shoes. They're new. Got these at a rummage sale about a year ago now for $1. I sold them for $20 plus shipping. I bought these Hot Wheels Sizzlers Redline 1969 cars at an estate sale for $3. They're not in great shape. You know, in good condition, I might have been able to sell these for $20, $25 a piece. But I decided to just do an auction on them because I bought them blind. I just didn't want to miss out in case they were very valuable. Started the auction at $3 plus shipping, what I paid, and ended up ending at $11.05 plus shipping for $16.87 total. So I did make some money on them. I'll take it. Couple great shoe sales. I sold these San Antonio Shoe Company shoes, brand new in the box. Got these for only $1 at a rummage sale. Sold them for $60 plus shipping. They took about 2 weeks to sell. And I got these at Goodwill for $5. This is a nice pair of Ultra shoes. Sold these for $40 plus shipping, and they took about a month to sell. Here's a part from a bread maker. Sold this for $15 plus shipping. Probably got a dollar or less into it. I remember when Salvation Army had bread makers. Nobody would buy them, and they would just end up being $1 eventually when the color went to $1 after a couple weeks. So I'd pick them up and part them out. I'm sure this is where this one came from. I don't remember exactly. So this probably took at least a couple years to sell, but still it's profit. Here's a Disney Cars or Disney Planes plane. Found this at Goodwill for only $4.99. Was able to sell it for $60 plus shipping. Took about 6 months or so to sell. Going to be a little bit annoying to ship, but it's worth it for the profit. So something on the shelf sold. It is this Godzilla figure up here. I got this at a garage sale for $1. Was able to sell it for $40 plus shipping. Took about 2 weeks to sell is all. Unfortunately, this one was supposed to have a missile that goes in its mouth, but it did not have that. I could have got maybe $20, $25 more if it had the missile. Still, for paying $1, it's a great flip. Here's a talking Woody. Got this at a thrift store for $2. This is not an original one. They sell for a bit more if they are. However, it still sold for $30 plus shipping. Took less than a week to sell. Here's a couple Star Wars books. Unfortunately, not the first editions, or they'd be worth a lot more. They're the book club editions, which is what I always seem to get. Anyway, they also have some damage. I got these at a garage sale for really cheap, like a quarter or 50 cents a piece. I listed them yesterday and they ended up selling very quickly, so priced them $20 plus shipping. Made some great profit based on what I paid for them. Here's a 1989 Batman Batwing. Actually, I got it at a garage sale for $5, a Bat Cave in the box, and this was shoved in there with it. along with Batmobile. So I sold this separately. I was able to sell it for $60 plus shipping. It took about 2 weeks to sell. Here's a phenomenal flip. These Sin City graphic novels. Got $30 into them and I ended up selling them for $140. This is one of those things I was seeing some comps for around $60 for the whole set, but I noticed what was listed very high. So I decided to list mine high because there's a lot of people who buy these internationally, and if I'm the only one doing an international shipping on them, then, you know, maybe I get the sale over someone else at a higher price, and that seems to be what happened. I almost priced these at like $60, $70, and I decided to try $140, and they sold in less than a week. Here's a Heathkit Vintage Ultrasonic Cleaner. Got this at Goodwill for $3.99. Sold it for $65 plus shipping. Took less than a week to sell. Had no idea really what it was when I saw it. Just had to do some research and ended up in the death pile. I found it recently and glad I got it listed and made some great profit. This is a great flip. I found this Honeymooners Lost Episodes DVD set at a garage sale for 25 cents. Sold it for $60 plus shipping. Took about a week to sell. This is just one of those things where experience really helps because I've sold this before. I knew it was something valuable. There's 3 or 4 other resellers at the sale I was at, looking through the DVDs, and I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, for $0.25, I can make some great profit on that. Here's a 1989 Batmobile. This came in a lot of other Batman toys I got for $5. Already made tons of profit on the other stuff. This is nice because it has the kind of plastic cover that goes over it, the shell. However, it's going to be a little bit annoying to ship because of that. It hangs over a little bit, so it's going to be hard to wrap without cracking the bottom edges. But I sold it for $40 plus shipping, so just some more profit coming in. Here is a wheelchair battery charger. Got this at Goodwill for $20. Sold it for $50 plus shipping. Only took about a week to sell. I thought it might take a bit longer. Bought a Lionel train set for $20. Ended up having this track with it that didn't go with the actual set. This is the long track. 4 pieces. Ended up selling it for $30 plus shipping. Took about 3 weeks to sell. So a nice added bonus. Here's a Game of Thrones book. This is the original 1996 book club hardcover. Unfortunately, it's not the original non-book club, which is worth hundreds. Still, I was able to sell this for $70. Took about a month to sell, and I got this in a book lot where I've already made back the profit, so just great. Here's this indoor load center. I got this on clearance at Home Depot. It was $25. Ended up selling it for $70 plus shipping. Took about 6 months to sell, so I made some decent profit on it. I was going to ship it like this. I'm going to slap a label on it. Here's a Stephen King paperback set. Got this for $5. I sold it for $20. Took about 6 months to sell. Here's something I probably shouldn't have bought. Paid $10 for this. It's actually a very valuable figure, new. It has been opened and its hand is broken off. It's like, I think $150, like new, complete, and good condition. I just decided to price it $20 plus shipping. I just wanted to get it out of there. It's been sitting for a while. I finally listed it and it sold within a couple days for this price. So I got my money back and made a little bit of money. Maybe I could have squeezed 30 out of it since it's such a valuable figure. I don't know. They also didn't have a great sell-through rate, but I'm happy to see it go. Picked up this Montana Silversmith's Horse Barn cookie jar. Got this at Goodwill. I paid $5.99 for it. Sold it for $50 plus shipping. Took about a month to sell. Probably could have got a bit more money for it. It has a few small chips on it, unfortunately. Still a great flip for what I paid for it. Here's a Galaxy fan. I got this at a garage sale for $5. Sold it for $45 plus shipping. Buyer paid $47 more than the fan itself to get it. That's the thing with these fans. People will pay a good price for them, but when you factor in the shipping, you can't sell them for a whole lot. You can try locally and maybe get $75. Maybe there's somebody that's looking for one, but usually they got to go to eBay. They're not too bad to ship other than, you know, just the price itself. But if I see a good Galaxy fan in almost mint condition, I have to buy it. Here's this Craft Creative Stitchery Birch in the Wind kit. I bought like 50 pounds of craft stuff at a Rummage sale. It was a big mystery box. I paid $5 for all of it. Sold this piece alone for $60, and I still got so much more. And this only took about a week to sell. Here's a pair of Nike shoes. Got these at a garage sale for $10. Was able to sell them for $30 plus shipping, and they sold in about a week. Always nice to flip shoes quickly. Shipping out a few things here. I got this net Nest thermostat. Got this at a garage sale for $5. It is missing the wire plate in there, and it's an older model, but I was able to sell it for $27. Here is a Chuck E. Cheese vintage plush. Got this at a garage sale for $1. Sold it for $20, and it sold very quickly in about 2 days. I was surprised. There's a rare version with green pants that will sell for $75. But I don't think I underpriced this or anything, but turning $1 into $20 that fast is very welcome. And then I got these, which have been listed for about a year and a half, maybe getting close to 2 years. They're vintage Dr. Dreadful refills for like those toys that make their rubber figures or whatever. Now, I got these at a garage sale for $1 a piece and just figured, I just bought them because they're vintage and they were $1. I don't even know if they're still good. Actually, it looks like it's stuff you make to eat, which I'm sure I disclosed in the description that, is probably not good, is expired or whatever. So hopefully people read that stuff. But for collectors or whatever, I think some people are looking for these, just the boxes. Anyway, I sold these for $20 plus shipping. Sold the last of these solar battery packs for trail cameras. Got these at Lowe's on clearance for $20 a piece. Somebody bought the last two. Sold them for $100 plus shipping. Took about a year and a half to get through them all. I think I had 8 or 10 of them. Got this vintage 1981 Garfield plush at a rummage sale. I paid $0.25, maybe 50 cents for it. Sold it for $15. It only took about 2 weeks to sell. Here's this home decorator's wall lantern. I got this at Home Depot for around $30. Sold it for $80 plus shipping. It took about 7 or 8 months to sell. Here's an Ambassador 5000 reel. This came from the fishing reel lot where I paid $150. Ended up selling this one for $40 plus shipping. I'm already in the profit. I have 1 reel left to sell. Here's a Schleich figure. I got this at a Goodwill for $1 or $2. Been listed for over a year. Had it priced around $20, and I recently lowered the price to $14.99, and it has sold. Here's a pair of Nike shoes. I got these at a rummage sale for $1. Sold them for $15 plus shipping. Took about 2 weeks to sell. Priced them low because they're not a popular style. Here's a pair of brand new Skechers shoes. Got these at Goodwill for $20. Was able to sell them for $45 plus shipping for a total of $58.43. Took about 3 months to sell. Actually got another pair because there was 2 brand new pairs there that day. Here's a pair of Ortho Feet boots. Got these at Goodwill for $6. Was able to sell them for $50 plus shipping. They only took 2 days, or was it 3 days? 2 or 3 days to sell. Very quick. Happy for the fast sale and the great profits. Here's a Raiders Reebok hat. I got this at a Goodwill for $1.50. It's new. When I went to list it, I noticed it had kind of a defect here. These 2 like white threads that are sewn into it there. I was planning on selling it for about $20, maybe $25, but because of that, I just priced it $18. Disclosed it in the description, and it only took 2 days for the hat to sell. Here's a Louisville Slugger bat. Got this at Goodwill for $2.99. Sold it for $20 plus shipping. Took about 2 weeks to sell. This is the second one of these I've sold this month. Here are some of these Milwaukee air filters. Got these at Home Depot for around $5 a piece. Sold them for $45 plus shipping. These 3. I believe I have 3 left. Had about 9 or 10 I bought that day. So got them about a year or so ago. So they've been slowly selling. That's fine. You have enough slow selling sales. You get sales trickling in all throughout the year. Here's a pair of Asics shoes. I believe I got these at Goodwill for $5. It's possible it's one of the pairs I got at a rummage sale for $1 or $2. Definitely $5 or less into it because I don't buy these types of shoes unless they're that cheap. But I sold them for $20 plus shipping. They probably took anywhere from 8 to 12 months to sell. Here's a data video box. I got this at a Goodwill. Wasn't even sure what it was. I remember looking up the comps and I was sure I saw one sell for well over $100. I've had it priced pretty high for a couple of years, just slowly lowering the price. Got down to $40 plus shipping and it has sold. I believe I paid like $5 for it, so still made some great profit, just took a while to sell. Here's this Westward power tool, just some sort of screwdriver kit. Got this at a garage sale. I remember buying it blind. I think I paid like $7 for it. Turns out it wasn't worth much. It's been listed for like 3 years or more. I've lowered the price. I sold it for $15 plus shipping finally, so Happy to see it go. Here's a new Rock Candy Xbox 360 controller, cherry red. Got this at a garage sale for $5. Sold it for $40 plus shipping, and it took about, well, less than a week to sell, I believe. Really fast. Here's the last of these Skechers shoes, new in box. I got 2 of these at a Goodwill for $20 a piece. Sold for $45 plus shipping. I believe it took about 3 or 4 months for them to sell. Here's a nice pair of Brooks shoes. I got these at a Rummage sale for $1 or $2. Sold them for $50 plus shipping. Took about 3 months to sell. Here's a Cuisinart food processor. Got this at a Rummage sale for only $5. Sold it for $75 plus shipping. Took about a month and a half to sell. I've sold this model before. They sell great. Here are 2 HP toner cartridges. Got these at Goodwill for $4.99 a piece. One of those toner buyers bought both of them for $45 a piece plus shipping. These 2 I priced a little lower than the other 2 I got because I got 4 total. Probably should just price these the same price, I guess, because they sold within like 5 minutes. I think it's just an automated system that these toner cartridge buyers have, that if it's a certain price, it just gets bought. Anyway, it made some incredible profit for only paying $4.99. Here's a pair of Realtree pants. I got these on clearance at Walmart. Paid $5 a piece for them. Had them priced $20 plus shipping. It wasn't getting any action, so eventually I lowered the price to $14.99. I've got a sale now. However, it took about a year and a half to get a sale. Here's one of the HP LaserJet toner cartridges. Got 4 of these at Goodwill. $5 a piece. Sold this one for $60 plus shipping. Here is a phenomenal flip. Got these Hoka shoes at a Goodwill for only $5. They're missing the insole, but that doesn't matter when you have a great pair of shoes like this. Otherwise, I think they're pretty much new. I was able to sell them for $75 plus shipping, and they took about 3 weeks to sell. Sold the last of my HP toner I got at Goodwill for $5. Sold this one for $50 plus shipping. Sold a Nerf Vulcan gun. Got this at Goodwill for $7.99. Sold it for $75 plus shipping. Took about 3 weeks to sell. I believe this is the 3rd one of these in about a year I've sold. Complete, in good condition, working with the darts. Selling for $75. I found quite a few different Transformers at various garage sales, brand new sealed last year at garage sales. Paid $2 or $3 for them. There was a big Transformers lot I bought a couple years ago. Maybe this is still part of that. I honestly don't remember, but I sold it for $30 plus shipping. Here's a new pair of Keds, Kate Spade Keds. Got these at Goodwill for $5. Sold them for $30 plus shipping. Took about 7 months to sell. Sold 2 baseball gloves. Don't remember the exact details on where I got these, but I usually pay $5 or less for them. Sold this one for $30 plus shipping and this one for $25 plus shipping. I do know I listed them fairly recently, so they haven't been listed that long. Probably no more than 3 months. Here's a Bucelia craft kit. Got this in a very large box of random craft stuff that I bought at a Rummage sale. Paid $5 for all of it. Got probably 60 sealed craft kits in there. Sold this one for $15, so this one here pays for the whole box. Sold another one already for $70, so it's going to be a good box in the end, I think. Here's some items I'm parting out. These are from American Girl Doll camper set, which I parted out because of it had too much damage. I've already made my money back on that, so I sold these 2 pieces for $13. And then this is from a McDonald's playset, cash register playset, 2 credit cards and some money. I sold these for $25. I already sold all the food pieces for, I think it was like $40, so made some great profit on that. Sold this vintage unicorn. I got this at a Goodwill for $5. Sold it for $35 plus shipping, and it took about 4 months to sell. Here's a Dodge Ram center cap. I got this at a thrift store along with another one for $5. Sold it for $40 plus shipping, and it took about 2 weeks to sell is all. Here is the Mother's Encyclopedia, the complete 6-volume set. Got this at a garage sale. Paid $5 for it and was able to sell it for $25 plus shipping. Took about a month to sell. Here's a couple more glove sales. Sold this Rawlings glove for $15 plus shipping, and this Louisville Slugger glove for $30 plus shipping. Got $5 or less into them. It's just too hard to remember where these gloves are coming from. I buy so many. Here's this Rockwell oscillating tool. I got some of these years ago, I think at a Lowe's on clearance. Sold them all, but ended up saving this one because I figured I'd need it or use it sometime. It's a nice tool. Since then, I found other oscillating tools, a cheaper one, and I noticed I still have this one new, never opened. So I decided to keep the cheaper tool and sell the Rockwell. Ended up selling it for $100 plus shipping. Took about a month and a half to sell after I listed it. Don't really remember what I paid for it at this point. It's been probably 4 or 5 years, but I'm guessing around $20, $25 max. Here's a nice Rawlings Renegade glove. Picked this up at a garage sale for $5. Sold it for $55 plus shipping. Only took about 4 days to sell. Here's a nice flip. These Nike Vapor Pro shoes. Got these at a garage sale for $5. Sold them for $60 plus shipping. They sold in less than a week. International order. Good pair of shoes. I could probably have sold them a little bit more. They are a little bit dirty. Hard to get in there and clean underneath that netting, but happy with the profits for selling them for $60. Got a bunch of blank hats at a rummage sale. Paid $5 for all of them. Sold 4 of these gold ones for $20 plus shipping for a total of $30.44. So got a good amount left. These actually took, well, about a year to sell. Here's something that sold within the hour of me listing it. This is a Rock Band dongle. These things have pretty much went up in value over the years. They've always kind of been valuable, but this one was selling for like $55, $60. However, this one has some rust around the USB connector here, which I plugged it in. It still responded. The light lit up. Button presses responded. So I priced mine $40 and it sold within the hour. So hopefully they read the description and saw the pictures where it was rusted. Took very clear pictures and explained it. Sometimes people just buy this stuff and then they get it and then they get mad. Do a return. It's like it's all there in the description. All I gotta do is read. Here's a power supply to a captioning phone. I think I got it at a garage sale. There was a problem with it or something. I don't remember exactly, but ended up just parting out the stuff. The power supply here I sold for $18. I believe I paid $5 for all of it. So, you know, we're still making some money. This took around a year to sell. Sold these Crocs within 2 days of listing for $20 plus shipping. Got them at Goodwill for $5. They're new with tags. But there it is, everybody. That's what I have to show you today. Some great sales. Even though eBay sales have been slow recently, if you're listing a lot of good quality items, eventually you will get some sales. Don't forget to hit that like button for me on the way out. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.